Greetings, programs. This is Wretch. Welcome back to Blackwell Unbound. And in the last episode, guys, we were able to help Isaac move on to the next life after a really cool duet with his sister's song. But things got strange, I guess stranger, when there was an old woman near Isaac's location who could actually see Joey, and got Joey spooked, no pun intended. But there was evidence to suggest that the woman was also behind Isaac's death, and I'm wondering if the old woman had anything to do with this lady's death. She's here at this construction site and apparently was the last holdout from the previous tenants, and now she is very much dead, and she does not want to talk to Joey at all. So maybe we need to go ahead and check this.
Did I leave the gas on?
That thing hasn't seen much use in a long time.
They have
Wait.
no right.
Hey, kid, knock on the gate again.
She's-
Another visitor. Oh, you again.
She said if she left the gas on, there's an option here to say you're the gas man.
I'd like to ask you some questions.
Look, I've had enough. I'm not going to stand here and indulge in idle chit-chat. Who are you?
I'm with the gas company. I was sent to check your apartment for leaks.
Didn't you come this morning? Yes, you did. You found nothing and you charged me a fortune.
That must have been someone else.
You're not fooling me. You're one of them, aren't you?
Well, that didn't work.
Them? Who is them?
I told you all before, I am not leaving. The only way you can drag me out of here is as a corpse. Goodbye.
I'd like to see them try.
They did it. Do or do not, there is no try.
This is filthy.
That thing hasn't seen much use in a long time.
Where else can I
Looks
go?
like a foreman's trailer.
Can we go in?
Trying to get rid of me, will they?
Cool. Seagram Realty.
It says Seagram Realty. I guess they're the guys who own this construction outfit.
Ooh.
Let's take a look-see.
Dear Mr. Foreman, July 23rd, 1973. I was hoping you could help me. Oh.
This letter was written only a few weeks ago.
I've tried speaking to your boss, but he ignores my calls. The agreement, I believe, was $230 a month for 5 years. However, since the move, I have only been receiving $225 a month.
This lady is upset because she's been stiffed $5 a month.
Can you please send someone with the $60 I'm entitled to? I'd come myself, but it's hard for me to get around these days.
My guess is that she's not too happy with the foreman.
Mrs. Harriet Sherman.
Harriet Sherman. I have no idea who she is, but any lead is a good lead.
Yeah, for sure. Nothing for the foreman. What else do we have? Oh, blueprints.
What do you want me to do, blow on it? I can't make heads or tails out of this thing. The name under the picture is Farrah Fawcett. I wonder if she likes dead guys.
Oh, that is the iconic pose, isn't it? On a beach, though.
Well, maybe the kid should get a job here. Oh, look, an ashtray. Maybe the kid should get a job here.
I hate the little double click thing I do when I try and right click. I'm sorry, guys.
Just a fan. Just a bunch of drawers. Cheap material. I want nothing to do with it.
I do like the dirty footprints leading up to the uniform. That's a really nice touch, and something you'd actually see on construction and oil sites.
I can see that spirit pacing back and forth out there.
Well, maybe we need to look up that name.
So, is it all taken care of?
Not yet, dear.
Slacker.
Hey, you got a minute?
Yes?
I can't get a read on that lady ghost. She either wants to slap me or bake me cookies.
You could use a good slap.
I'd rather have cookies.
Wouldn't we all?
It's pretty quiet here.
Yeah, I don't like it. I feel so exposed with all those windows staring at me. Anyone could look down and see me talking to you.
So what? Worst that could happen is they think you're crazy.
Great.
Oh, did we actually discuss the Countess?
That old lady. There's something about her.
Well, she has killed someone.
Yeah, but it's more than that. If she was just an ordinary murderer, I wouldn't care. We just handle the victims of murder, not the murder itself.
Got any ideas?
Not yet, but she's definitely more than what she seems.
Lucky us.
All right, let's get on with it.
Yeah.
All right, Lexington Avenue.
And do what exactly? 53rd and Lex.
Oh.
Nope, I can't leave unless she goes with me.
Okay, Lauren, let's head back to the ranch and look up this lady. Is it Harriet Sherman?
Got her. There's a phone number, but no address.
Hey, got it in one.
Hello?
Is this Harriet Sherman?
Who is this?
My name is Lauren Blackwell.
What do you want?
That voice, though.
I'm calling from Seagram Realty.
Oh, why didn't you say? You've got my $60.
Yes, I do. But before I give it to you, I have to ask you a couple of questions.
Fine. Come on by and I'll answer whatever you want. 24 Rector, down in Battery Park City. Just buzz up.
So, Joey,
Yeah?
got any spare cash on you?
Sorry, left my wallet in my other pants. Probably the pair I was buried in.
Do we have to use the rainy day fund?
It's my rainy day jar. I put some money in here whenever I think of it. It's a trick I learned from my mother. There's around $60 in here now.
Oh, man.
The things I'll do for a case.
Couldn't she accept cigarettes? Because those aren't cheap.
Come on, let's get out of here.
Right behind you.
Harriet Sherman's. Let's go.
It's open. I'm back here in the kitchen.
Golden Girls.
Harriet?
Mrs. Sherman, if you don't mind. You from Seagram Realty?
Yes.
Have you got my money?
I wanted to ask you a few questions first.
You're welcome to ask me anything you'd like after you give me the money. You got it?
I sure do.
It's about time. Give it here.
Like the pupper asleep right
There
there.
you go.
It's all here. Sure enough. I'd say thanks if I hadn't had to fight tooth and nail to get it.
What teeth, you old bat?
Don't worry about it.
Oh, I won't. Now, you wanted to ask me something?
So tell me about yourself.
Me? What do you want to know?
Your name came up during an investigation I'm working on.
Investigation? Don't you work for Seagram Realty?
Not exactly.
Ah, you just use them as a way to get to me, huh?
Yes. Is that a problem?
Oh, not at all. Just don't expect your money back.
She's all heart.
Alright.
Do you know any reporters from the New Yorker magazine?
Reporters? No.
Do you know anything about a strange old woman wandering the streets?
Funny you mentioned that.
Really?
I once saw a strange old woman wandering the hallway back in the old building.
There we go.
I yelled at her to leave, and she did. I doubt that she was the one you're looking for, though. World is full of strange old ladies, not unlike myself.
What can you tell me about the construction site on 53rd Street?
You've been there. How's the old place looking?
It's a big hole in the ground.
Ha! Can only be an improvement. I used to live there. Then Seagram Realty bought it and tore it down. Going to build something new and fancy, no doubt.
So they basically paid for her to have this place for 5 years to get out of there. Ooh.
Do you know any reporters?
Reported?
You don't know anything else about the strange old woman?
No, nothing else.
They kicked you out of your own home?
No big loss. The place was a dump. Plus, they wanted it so badly that they paid most of us a monthly stipend just to leave. Pretty generous, actually. I can almost forgive them for nearly robbing me.
So they paid you money to leave.
Yup. Like I said, it was a pretty generous deal. Building was about to be condemned anyway, so everyone was grateful for the offer. Well, everyone except for Mavis Wilcox.
Ah, there we go.
Can you tell me anything else about your old building?
Good riddance is what I say. I lived on the 3rd floor. Everyone on the street could see me. I like my new place much better.
Who is Mavis Wilcox?
A lunatic is what she was. She lived down the hall from me, so I know how crazy she was.
Why was she crazy?
She refused to leave is why. Seagram was offering her a fortune, but still she refused.
Why did Mavis refuse to leave?
She was a lunatic. I believe I already established this. A total shut-in. The prospect of leaving her little apartment terrified her. I'm old and feeble. If I could manage the move, she could have. Of course, it doesn't matter now.
Did they ever get Mavis to leave?
Oh, you could say that. Yes, you could definitely say that. She left all right. Left the entire world, in fact.
You mean she died?
Yes. Someone broke in and choked her to death. Right in the apartment she loved so much.
Just like Isaac.
I'd call it ironic if it weren't so tragic.
Did they ever find out who killed Mavis?
No. Some street kid, most likely. Thought the building was empty and went in to steal whatever was left over. Didn't count on anyone being there. Bumped into Mavis, then had to kill her. Happens all the time.
How well did you know Mavis?
Like I said, I lived just down the hall from her, on the 3rd floor. I didn't know her well, but she did get some mail just before they smashed the place up. I took it, just in case a relative or something came looking. But it's been 6 months, and nothing.
Can I have that mail?
Anything else you can tell me about Mavis?
Just that she lived on the 3rd floor with me. There's nothing else.
Can you tell me any...
Good rid. I lived on the... I like my...
Okay.
Do you still have Mavis's things?
Yes, I do. Such as they are. There wasn't much. Just that envelope on the counter.
Could I look at it?
You knew Mavis?
Sort of. Yes.
Well, you might as well take a look at them. Nobody else has come looking.
Can we take the toaster?
Thanks.
Alright, I think we may be done here. I can't even pet the pupper.
Goodbye, Mrs. Sherman.
Don't mention it.
Like the fact she had the moving boxes and everything around. Well, let's head back here.
There's not much in here. Just a photograph and a letter.
October 18th, 1972. Mrs. Wilcox, thank you for agreeing to speak with me the other day. Oh.
That's her. That's the ghost at the construction site.
So our ghost's name is Mavis Wilcox.
I'd bet the farm on it.
Okay, wait. Thank you for agreeing to speak with me the other day. As promised, I'm returning the photograph you lent me. All the best, J. Mitchell, The New Yorker. It's that same reporter.
That's her. Definitely the lady at the site.
This kid doesn't look too happy to be with Mavis.
Anything else? No? Okay. Well, now I want to go to the New Yorker. I knew there was a reason that it would still be on the map.
Yes. Twice in one evening? Come on in, sit down.
Plus, he's involved in it somehow.
So tell me about yourself, Mr. Mitchell.
I beg your pardon.
Tell me about yourself.
Yes, I heard you. I hope you didn't come here. I'm afraid I'd make a...
Do you know anything about a strange old woman wandering the streets?
I've met plenty of strange old women, Miss Blackwell. Some stranger than others. Can you give me some more details?
She calls herself the Countess. Mr. Mitchell?
I'm thinking. No, I can safely say I've never set eyes on this woman. I'm sorry.
Uh-huh.
Are you sure you've never met a woman like that?
No, I've never met a woman like that.
Did you know Mavis Wilcox?
Miss Wilcox? Yes, I remember her. Lived uptown a ways before she died.
How did you know her?
I wanted to write a piece about her, so I met her for a spell. Interesting woman. How did you know her?
I'm looking into her death.
I see.
So what can you tell me about Mavis? I get the impression she didn't get out much.
That's an understatement. I got in touch with her through a colleague who was covering that demolition. I wondered what made a woman like that tick, so I made an appointment to meet with her.
What was she like?
A very gracious woman. Brought me in, made me a cup of tea, showed me pictures of her family. All in all, it was a pleasant way to spend an afternoon.
But
What happened to her?
Killed, so they say, was found choked to death in her own apartment.
Any thoughts on who did it?
Well, there were rumors that the labor union decided to take matters into their own hands, as it were. But I doubt that. The police ruled it was some squatter or drifter or something, and left it at that.
And what do you think?
Me? I have no theory.
he has to be involved in it, because if we make the correlation that people are dying and he's wanting to do stories on them.
Why did you want to write about her?
I found her fascinating. She was asked to leave. She was begged to leave. She was even offered lots of money to leave, but she kept refusing. She was too scared. I had to know why.
And what did you discover?
That, Miss Blackwell, is the eternal question. I've spoken to hundreds of people over the years. Most of them were odder than Mavis. It's impossible to decipher the whys and the hows. As time went on, I've contented myself just with the whats.
Anything else you can tell me about Mavis?
I'm afraid I've told you everything.
Okay.
I'd like to read your piece about Mavis.
I'm afraid I no longer have it.
Do you know what issue it was in? I'd like to look it up.
I never published it. I was going to, but then Mavis died and it just seemed wrong somehow. I don't even have the rough copies anymore. I'm sorry.
I think that's all for now.
All right. You have a good night now.
I'm wondering if we're going to run into the Countess here soon. Well, let's see if we can confront Mavis with this information. Joey?
I'm going in again. You know what to do.
Yeah, I'll wait here.
Hey, kid, knock on the gate again.
My, I'm popular today. Oh, you again.
Okay, explain your blah, blah, blah.
I'd like to ask you some questions.
Look, I've had it. I'm not going. Who are?
Oh, there we go. We got more. Her husband, her son.
It's me, your son.
Sam?
Yep, that's me.
Sam! It's been so long. Look at you.
Yeah, look at me.
Sorry, I was so rude. I almost didn't recognize you. Come on in, Sam. I'll make you dinner.
No, I can only stay for a minute. I have some questions I need to ask you.
Of course, Sam.
Notebook updated. Okay. Prior memory.
So, Mom, how's it going?
Oh, you know me, Sam. It's tough living here on my own, but I get by.
Yeah, I can see that. So, Mom, how are my brothers and or sisters?
Wow.
That's not funny, Sam. You know you're an only child.
Right, just checking. How's Dad, Mom?
Oh, Sam. You know that your father's dead. John Durkin died years ago.
Ah, right. Sorry.
John Durkin. Okay,
Have you been talking to a reporter from the New Yorker?
Yes, such a nice man. He came over and talked to me for a bit. I liked him. He listened to me.
What did you talk about?
Oh, this and that. Don't know why you were so interested.
Have you been talking to a reporter?
Yeah, he came on. I liked.
What did you talk?
Oh, don't know.
Have you seen any strange old women lurking around here?
An old woman?
Yeah.
No, I haven't.
You sure?
Yes, I'm sure.
So, tell me more about yourself, Mom.
Sam, since when did you become so interested?
Just trying to get to know you better.
Well, isn't that sweet? But I honestly don't know what to tell you.
So, just trying to get...
Okay, looks like this is just a one-stop thing. You gotta figure out, like, when you're talking to people, how much you need to pry them for information.
So what can you tell me about me?
You're so confusing, Sam.
Never mind. Do you know a guy named John Durkin?
Is that a joke, Sam? You know he's been dead for 10 years.
Sorry.
How can you forget? He was your father.
Slipped my mind.
Slipped your mind?
Oh.
Just, look, forget it. Listen, Mom, I need you to think very carefully. What's the last thing you remember?
What do you mean? Answering the door and seeing you, of course.
And before that?
Nothing. You know nobody comes here. Except for the grocer sometimes. And that...
That who?
Nobody.
Mm-hmm.
Mom, look around carefully. Are you sure that you're at home?
You're so confusing, Sam. Look at the door. It says D, clear as day.
Maybe we need to look up more on Sam and John Durkin.
I'm going to go now, Mom. I'll come back to visit you soon.
Sure, Sam. I'll be here. Where else can I go?
So how's your new friend?
Oh, just dandy.
I want to talk to you, Joey.
What's the deal?
Let's, discuss the notes.
Family relationships are tricky things.
It gets even trickier when the dead are involved.
Family relationships are tricky things.
It gets even...
Any thoughts on our construction site, Ghost?
Her? She's not bad looking in a motherly kind of way.
Any thoughts on how to save her?
Nothing springs to mind.
Thanks,
That's it
Joey.
for now.
Yeah, we'll talk more later.
Let's go with...
Mavis Wilcox is Sam's mother. Stands to reason his last name would be Wilcox too.
There we go.
Mavis was married to John Durkin. Now John Durkin is dead. Why did Mavis change her last name? Maybe she was divorced. Maybe Sam didn't use his mother's name. He could have used his father's.
Sam Dirk. Oh, can we go back and forth between the two?
I think I'll keep it as Sam Durkin for now.
Looks like another person we need to check out back at the apartment.
I'm not ready for a nap.
No, not a nap. Phone book. Sam Durkin.
There's no listing. I thought for sure that would work.
Sam... Was it Wilcox?
I thought for sure.
Or did I spell it wrong? Which... John Durkin, Sam Durkin.
I thought for...
John Durkin.
There's no entry for that.
So, if we can't get them, what would be our best course of action now?
I don't see... The count just keeps turning up like a bad penny. Is she really a murderer? Mavis was married. Now, John, why did Mavis change? Maybe she was...
Mavis Durkin, maybe?
I think I'll keep it as Sam Durkin for now.
Oh, we should probably talk to her and ask her about that. Let's try that.
Come on, let's get out of here.
Right behind you.
Just like one step at a time.
I'm going in again. You know what to do.
Yeah, I'll wait here.
Hey, kid. Knock on the gate again.
My, I'm popular today.
Oh, hello, Sam.
Hi, Mom.
Okay.
So what can you tell me about me?
You're so confused.
Never mind.
Oh, nothing there.
Do you know what...
Is that a... You know...
Just...
Okay.
I'll come back.
Sure, I'll be. Where else can I go?
So maybe back to the New Yorker?
That broad really hacks me off.
You should try flowers next time.
Nope,
Okay. We may need to talk to Joey again.
Yes?
Compare some notes.
I'm becoming downright popular. Come in, have a seat.
Do you know anything about Sam, Mavis's son?
I'm afraid not. Mavis discussed a son and seemed proud of him, but I don't think they see each other. I've never met the boy myself.
Do you know anything about John Durkin, Mavis's ex-husband?
Oh yeah, she did talk about him. Broke her heart, she said. I know they divorced very early in the marriage, and he died several years later, but I'm afraid I know nothing else.
Anything?
I'm afraid I...
Do you know anything?
Oh yeah, broke up. I know, but
Do you know?
I'm afraid Mavis discussed... I've never...
What to do? What to do? Let me think this through. Yeah, I'm not exactly sure what we need to be doing here. All the options are pretty much exhausted with here and here. I don't know if Harriet Sherman would have anything more to say. Well, maybe. Let's try that.
Mrs. Sherman?
Hello again. You got more questions for me?
Yes, I do.
Well, hurry up and ask. I ain't getting any younger.
Do you know anything about this picture?
I don't know the boy, but that was Mavis's living room. If Mavis had a son, I never saw him.
Do you know a John Durkin?
No, never heard of him.
Do you know any college kids named Sam?
No, never heard of him.
Okay.
Goodbye, Mrs. Sherman.
Don't mention it.
It has to be something with the phone, right? Maybe... Oh, there we go.
He's wearing a Columbia University sweatshirt.
Did I just not notice that? Let's try it now.
There's no listing. I thought for sure that would work.
Jack. Well, alright, guys. We've reached a little bit of a wall, but I will figure it out. But that Columbia University maybe has something to do with it. We may need to call them. Hold on. Wait. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and try that at the beginning of the next episode, guys. So I hope you all have enjoyed it. If you liked the episode, please leave a like down below. Subscribe to the channel, leave a comment, that'd be a big help. And we'll see you next time. Later days, everyone.